Sometimes I can't believe that I allowed myself to miss this game 12 years ago. I guarantee that I can still appreciate how amazing this game looked on a 3DS. Even with our modern graphics capabilities, I can still appreciate the effort that went into the old school Pokemon games. And yeah, I'm calling Pokemon X old school. In terms of the Nuzlocke challenge, well, I got a little taste of don't get overconfident in the last episode. First gym, first problems. And now I invite you to watch this episode where I enjoy the gorgeous scenery that was on the 3DS, but I also fall into a pit of horrible luck. Maybe I have nobody to blame but myself. Welcome, my friends. Welcome back, my friends. This is Pokemon X. I am Nita Marquis, and I'm continuing my blind Nuzlocke experience of this game for the first time ever. I missed it years and years ago, so here we go. If you guys have been watching this, by the way, thank you so much for enjoying this series with me alongside me. I understand that this is a very small idea here. This is a Pokemon game that is nowhere near new from a small YouTuber, and yet you guys wanted to enjoy it with me. So with that said, I don't want to leave out too many details of the game itself. Some of the boring battles I do, and that seems like it's weird because it's a Nuzlocke, right? Why would I cut out battles? Well, trust me, these battles are not named. There's Diantha in her movie with Lucario. I didn't know she had a Lucario. What's that woman's name again? Oh yeah. Well, I know from the anime. Ooh, it's a little touchy. I'm trying to be careful about this because it's touchy, but I wanna give you guys my honest thoughts on the game. And so far, it's just like, if I had played this years ago, then I wouldn't get to experience this with you right now. But also, if I had played it years ago, I feel like I probably would have just sort of rushed through it. Like, it was amazing that this existed years and years ago, but at the same time, I feel like Hollow Clip received. Look, I love. So why wasn't this in any other games, by the way? So check this out. I'm on Route 5 right now, and I'm just hopping with wild Pokemon. Hurry and come check it out. You would think that crazy technology that we still don't have. We're getting close, I think, but we still don't have that in real life. You would think that was something that would probably have been used or experienced in the new games too. Which means a Lucario just came up to me. Hello? Wait, Lucario. Oh, it's her. Oh, man, what is her name? I can't remember. Sorry about that. Are you okay? I was just doing some special training with my Lucario when all of a sudden it dashed off. Korrina, I think her name is. Korrina. Hey, Lucario, what's going on with you? Did you get drawn by this boy's aura or something? Well, it seems Lucario likes you. Thanks. See, Lucario can read people's auras. I guess something in your aura has made one take a liking to a stranger. This Lucario is always getting worked up in battle with my other one. Maybe it's just waiting for a trainer to appear who's strong enough to challenge it. Oops, sorry, I was on such a roll, I forgot to even introduce myself. I'm Korrina, the Shalor City Gym Leader. If you're collecting gym badges, we'll meet later. I'll be looking forward to it. All right, well, I know that she's going to have a prominent role in this game, and I know that she's going to have a role in ZA as well, so it's good to see her now. So, let's see. How do I want to approach this, huh? We got double battles. We got tall grass. I say, let's take a look over here and see what we got. We got like a playground, or this is like a skater park. What's it say? Let me see here really quick. Skate park. It is exactly a skater park. That's why Korrina's here. Okay, it's a Plusle. Interesting. I was going to say, I thought forever I was just going to be Bunnelby, probably 5 Bunnelbys up until this point. And then at long last, we have a freaking Plusle is going to be my encounter. So it's pretty much my little knockoff, if you will. Ooh, that was a crit. My little knockoff Pikachu from Gen 3 is going to be the replacement for the Pikachu that I unfortunately suffered a loss for. So let me use a helping hand. Okay, you know what? Wait a minute. I see where we're going with this. I can get you ready for double battles. So let's go ahead. Bag, Pokeballs, and welcome to the team. Yeah, I could use this thing. I could definitely use helping hand. Especially since there's a double battle literally like 2 seconds from now. You weren't caught? And you thunder waved me? How dare you? Part of me wants to make this a survival mode challenge where I go back and, or I'm not allowed to go back and use the PC, but at the same time I'm like, that might be a little much. By the way, I'm so glad I didn't crit there. All right, I'm trying to conserve every resource I can. I don't know if I'm going to need to be in resource recovery mode or not, but if I conserve all my resources, I don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to take a sip of my coffee because I know that this thing's caught. Oh my god. This little Plusle, man. I'm glad that you don't have Thunderbolt or anything like that, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to sit in here with Froakie. But yeah, you shouldn't be breaking out of Pokeballs. You're just a Plusle. You're level 10. You're at like 1 health. This is amazing. I'm surprised that you're able to do this. You are breaking out of more Pokeballs. I don't have a way to paralyze you without killing you, so I guess 2 Pokeballs left. This is amazing. I'm blown away that you're having a problem being caught in that Pokeball. That little Pokeball should be plenty. There we go. About time. Back to that coffee. Oh, it's time. I didn't even think about it. You have hit 16, didn't you? Huh, the music is a little more subtle than I thought it was going to be. Alright, Frogadier. Let's do this. Wow, it's subtle music and a very long animation for the evolution. Nice. Alright, Hito Frokiri is now Hito Frogadieri. Let's do this. Alright, Plusle is Avenger because Plusle shall avenge my Cap Pikachu. For now, though, I decided just to save myself the time and run it back. So people say we're like 2 peas in a pod. They say we're 2 halves of a whole. They say you're going down. I could keep this in there. You know what? I skip over boring battles, but maybe this wasn't going to be as exciting as I thought. You're going to just... One's going to helping hand the other one. I don't know. Let's just burn them to death. Lord Sizzle, Litleo, let's do this thing. Kinsey and Lord Sizzle are going to wipe the floor, so... everybody use fire attacks and focus on the newbie, man. Focus on the newbie. Dropping the quick attack on me. You both gonna be going quick attacks? Nope. I was gonna say one's not gonna helping hand the other one, because if it was that way, you wouldn't be using quick attack. You wouldn't helping hand a quick attack. Actually, you would. I take it back. It has double priority. All right. Well. Interesting. We've got an immediate little differential here in who's got the strength. We got 2 Embers. One's doing way more than the other one. Oh, that's because one's level 10. I realized. I didn't even realize. I just got that Charmander, so I didn't even realize. By the way, he did just do it. He helping handed his quick attack. All right. Wail on the newbie, and then everybody else that gets to come out and play is subject to... only having 1 helping hand. Actually, do you guys have any more Pokemon? I didn't even check. Nope, you don't. Never mind. I thought this was going to be a little more exciting, but you only had a Plusle and a Minun, so never mind. Alright, everybody. Fire at will. Or fire at Minun. There we go. Those little quick attacks are chip damage, that's for sure, but I'm just going to sip coffee and watch you burn. Still alive, are you? And I don't have any moves that are priority, so you used Helping Hand. Okay, apparently you were just accepting your fate. I thought, well, 1 more quick attack. Later. All right, Lord Sizzle. You actually, I mean, you both, I don't know what level Litleo evolves at, but usually it's not very high, so for a Pokemon that's in Litleo's circumstance, an early double stage. Either way, I know that I'm going to have a Charmeleon here in, like, no time. Faith and Joy. Yep. Let me get some cash from these kids, and off I go. Tierno? Hey, look at that. My goodness. Pokemon hordes are certainly intense. Ah, we're doing this, huh? Oh, Tierno, do you think ever think about anything besides dancing? Nope. Even during Pokemon battles, I'm always checking out their moves. And then my feet just start moving, too. I can't help it, you know? It's like Swords Dance. I love it. I guess that's why I never win. Oh, hey, it's Marquis. Do your Pokemon know any sweet moves? Show me in a battle. We're doing this now? At least you only have one Pokemon, but you use water types, dude. That was a mistake. All right, well, guess I'm switching in. Oh, you know what? We got a couple of issues here, so hang on. So I need to switch out, and I guess we're going into Raven. You're so low a level, though. Let's just see. Grass Fairy is a good type to have, so let's do this. Vice Grip. All right, you went for the physical. All right, I'm going to have to swap out. All right. Let's go into... I have to decide, do you have water moves? Let me double check. You don't have your ground type yet. No, you don't. So I'm going to switch into you. You're still level 9. But Hito Frokiri, who just evolved in the Frogadier, is paralyzed, and I really don't want to mess around with that. So another Vice Grip. Trying to figure out if you've got... Ooh, can't take it. All right. Never mind. Nobody can take your moves here. Kinsey could, but I'm not risking it, because if you use Vice Grip and that's all you've got, no problem. If you all of a sudden whip out Water Gun, now I got a problem. And you probably... Oh, no. Don't Swords Dance. Don't do that. We're not doing that. Hold on. All right. Let's go Lick and see if we can get that paralysis off on you. Here comes the souped up Vice Grip. Eee. All right. Don't be paralyzed. Maybe? Oh, I thought I got the paralysis for a sec. All right. You know what? You're just going to have to use the Water Pulse. I'm going to have to hopefully get that confusion. Ow. Do we get the confusion? It's close. It's close. Did not get the confusion, but I do have healing items, so I will use a super potion and save myself on this one. That paralysis sucks because I can't get in that quick attack, and for that matter, you used Swords Dance, and you're all of a sudden hitting pretty hard. One crit away from disaster at all times, as I say. The rule of Nuzlocke. Ooh, there's that crit I was worried about. Not bad, Tierno, not bad. All it took was one type advantage, which, by the way, I don't think it ever used a water move. You had the type advantage, so you Swords Dance when I switch out, and then next thing you know, I'm fighting somebody that's got a Swords Dance Vice Grip. That was sketchy. That was some nice footwork. I might want to consider healing. See, this is where I say, like, do I want to do this? Good to see you, Nita Marquis. Excuse me, I mean Marquis. It really does seem as Tierno can only think about dancing and moves. When a horde of Pokemon popped out, he just stood there watching them. Oh yeah, Trev's coming up with the world's best Pokemon dance is my dream after all. I was born to dance, and I won't ever stop, not with moves like these. That's indeed a perfect dream for you, Tierno. By the way, I loved his anime voice. I guess I should draw just as much dedication to my dream of completing the Pokedex then. It's good to be serious about some things. Take this honey. Thanks. Do I want to, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to do it, guys. This is an impromptu rule change, but I kind of liked what I did with the last Nuzlocke, which was I have to complete the route using only what I've got, survival mode. No running back to use the Pokemon Center. I think I'm going to do that, actually. It's going to add a little charm to this, because look at the sticky situation I was already in right there. All right, so I can use honey, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not doing the hunt that I did years ago in Gen 4, where the Munchlax in the trees, and that was awesome. I was a beast for doing that, but not right now. Sip of coffee. All right, let's see what's down here. So I had to run back before I went any further because I decided that, hey, that's a berry tree. Check it out, Oran Berry. I decided before I went any further that if I'm going to make this also a survival mode challenge, yeah, they're impossible to reach, darn it. If this is a survival mode challenge, then I decided, you know what? I wanted to run back and get some items because I'm making this survival mode. So since this is now an impromptu survival mode challenge, Blind Nuzlocke as well, I'm like, I need items. I never stopped to actually buy items, which means that I'm also going to need to be careful because I have a bunch of trainers I need to battle. So let's do this. Hey, listen to this guy. The rules of a Pokemon battle are simple. You see, Rule 1, battle. Rule 2, win. All right, well, let's see if there's anything exciting with this guy. Florin sent out a Doduo. All right, let's see. He's in there. Now, as one thing that I was going to say, sometimes they don't actually want to battle, but he does. This guy does want to battle, so let's do this. So far, I've conquered, like, oh boy, another one. Pan Sage? You're going to use a Pan Sage against me? You're going to die. See, I pretty much have burned through, like, every trainer. There's only one trainer so far outside of Tierno that's given me anything. Even Tierno's not really up to par yet. Later, ooh, you actually, see, you held it off. You gave me at least a small surprise there. Did I get paralyzed? Nope. I was going to say, at least you get some guts here, but actually that lick didn't really get the effect, so you got nothing going, which means yet another one down. Most of these battles I'll just cut out. 16, though, maybe I'll keep this one in there, because it's time. Dragon Rage at my low level is absolutely amazing. Let's go get rid of Growl. Oh, that's going to be nasty. All right. Lord Sizzle has learned Dragon Rage. Because they're comfy and easy to wear. I didn't read what you actually said at the start. All I know is, it's time. Lord Sizzle. Become Charmeleon. With Dragon Rage, dude. That's going to be awesome against, like, 40 health is pretty much, that's like insta-kill for everything at this point. Yeah, these animations are definitely very, very long. If you hit B, you don't skip it, though. So I don't know if you can skip or not, but either way. Charmeleon and Frogadier, dude. Min-max guy right here. All right, well, let's finish this route out, huh? Is this cuttable? All right, so when I get cut at some point, I can actually come back here. All right, well, I don't see anything particularly interesting on Route 5, so let's move, and that's it. Hollow clip received. I didn't think I was going to get that far. All right, well, hey, we're turning this into a survival challenge, so thank you for using the Holocaster. Lysander Labs developed the Holocaster to make the lives of Pokemon trainers richer, fuller, and more convenient. We hope you'll continue to enjoy the fine services this device provides, and I'm sure that there's not a database collecting, running data all the time about what your camera can see and what your microphone is hearing. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. All right, let me heal up officially. Oh, the name raider. Yeah, dude. Okay, you know what? Go ahead. Let's go Hitofrokiri. This is a 10 out of 10 name, ain't it? Hitofrokiri, is it? Sounds good. It seems very like you. I'm 90% sure there was an old man in there that said something about being worried about every day being closer to the end. Like, I don't know about that, but let's see. Hey there, I'll give you this. So tell all your friends to come here to Camphrier Town. Dude, Ultra Balls of Fire. Let's go. It's already an Ultra Ball this early in the game. Let's start. I could have seen what this building is. I guess we're going to find out when we go in. Like I say, exploration is part of the adventure. Let's see. Since you came all the way, take this with you. A full heal. Dude, I'm getting stocked up. Like I say, now that we're doing survival mode, I need all these items. This is good stuff. What do we got? What is this? This is a hotel? Dude, no way. He's got a concierge, a bellhop, the housekeeping staff. I'm the cook. Why is the cook being the concierge? All right, the concierge is gone, apparently, so the cook is here. Let's see. If I have to predict this, are we doing a gauntlet? Do we do battles? Hotel battles? Can we do hotel battles? Kalos region is nice and all, but you should really check out my region. Wait a minute. Hold up. We have this town that you wouldn't believe. Never mind. You'll see it in due time. Okay, so his region is in Kalos. All right, for a second I thought he was talking about... It's nice when they put little nods to the next region in the first game. Or, I mean, sorry, in the first... The generation you're at, the present generation, they nod to the next generation. So, like, there was somebody in Alola that was talking about Dynamaxing. So, hey, how's it going, my friend? I'm Mr. Bonding. All right, well, no, I'm good, man. All right, it's bonding time. Sweet, I don't need it. All right. The fountain's not going? I can get this. Nope, I guess I can't. I was going to say I can get this going. We're good. Camphrier Town berry juice. Check it out, dude. Everybody's just throwing stuff at me. I love it. This is nice and quaint. I enjoy it 100%. If there's a gym, I'll dive right in. Let's see. Today, flying type Pokemon giving off good vibes. I don't have... Oh, wait, yeah, I do. No, I don't. All right, well, let's see. So are you like a lottery guy? Like every day it's a different type. I show you my type and all that. The old man in the manor is very generous. How about you? Take this. It's a sweetheart. All right, well, people are just giving me stuff. I love it. This is a very inviting town. It makes France seem extremely inviting. All right, well, let's check out the house. Yeah, so far, I mean, what the... Whoa, you guys look like you're rocking. Let's see. I'm Cassius. I got a cat named Cassius. Check this out. You know what I'm doing here? I'm keeping the PC box running. No, seriously, you're the server guy. Bill over in Kanto asked me to come here and run things for real. Enough with the introductions. Get out there, catch some Pokemon, and put them in the PC. Yo, I got something you got something you want to ask me? I ain't got all day, you know. I'm good. Let's move on. I already know all the rules of this. Take this thief. These guys don't seem like... I mean, he's running the server. With the move thief, you can take the held item. Yeah, I know all the stuff. They got PCs in every Pokemon Center, right? Boot one up. No, this is... these guys look like rockers. Then they look like criminals a little bit. And now I don't know what to think. But, hey, at least we found them. So, what do we got here? Shabboneau Castle. All right, so do I go to the castle or do I go this way and maybe get an encounter? You there. You're seriously going to come out all the way to Camphrier Town and leave without even visiting the castle? All right, let's go. Let's go. You're missing it. All right, I was just checking, bro. All right, let's go to the castle and see what's up. Obviously, we've got something storyline going. My Pokemon are all set and ready to go. So, hey, Marquis. What do we got here? An acquaintance of yours? 2 visitors to Shabboneau Castle. I can't remember the last time we've been so busy. This castle, chateau if you will, was a manor house of a noble family. It may be a little run down, but that's because there's history to this place. During that history, the owners of this castle gave away a lot of their stuff to everyone, so that's why it feels so empty. The end. That's it? Don't you have anything related to Mega Evolution? That's it. What in the world is Mega... Oh, there's no way nobody knows in Kalos. Everybody in Kalos knows what Mega Evolution is. Sir, it's back again. Is it that time of year already? Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I need to go back to Route 7, but please take your time. Interesting. What, I wonder what that's about. Yeah, that's, you got me on that one. I'm curious, though. Shauna, what you got? You go to Route 7 if you want. I want to explore. Alright, so, check it out. There's at least an escape rope. Why did I buy one then? I bought one just in case I got into a sticky situation, but if I knew I was going to find one 10 minutes later, dude, oh man. What a waste of money. Since I'm officially doing this as a survival challenge as well, I need cash. When I enter Route 7, I ain't going back to the Pokemon Center. I can leave, maybe, and normally I don't leave, like, so I guess, you know what, I'll just put that out there. From this point, if I'm on a route, I'm not going back to buy items. I better be stocked up when I go. That way I don't beat a bunch of trainers, get some cash, run back, buy stuff. We're making this not like super stupid hyper difficulty. I'm just adding a touch of something to give us a little kick. I'm exploring this game for the first time ever, and I'm reacting to it for the first time ever, but it's with a little spice on top, you know what I mean? All right, so I'm assuming that we're going to Route 7 must be right here. This is Route 7, the Revere Walk. So the first things first, well, let's check out the sign. 6 is known as Palace Lane and Revere Walk. So 6 and I can't go to 6? What do we got now? Why? They said go in the... Okay, well, she's forcing me to go this way. All right, Shauna, fine. I will go catch a new encounter. All right, let's... what do we have here? What is this? Yep. Hey, mister, this way, this way. You! I know this is an unexpected request, but I really need to take care of my berry field. Berries are great. One berry can produce more berries. I'll assure you that you'll love the work. Sure. Well, I'm going to leave here. So I planted 1 orange berry tree. In fact, I'm going to give my Pokemon some berries to hold, but that's the thing, is they're orange berries. Come back to me when they're citrus. All right, I gave my team some berries here. That way I can ensure... Oh, it's Snorlax. What is it? Well, it's a big guy. All right, so what are we... here we go again. It's sleeping so soundly. The end of the world wouldn't wake it. Look, it's practically a mountain, right? It's blocking the road. You know, you could just use the Poke Flute. Do you happen to have it anymore? No, I handed it over. Or you could say it was taken by the owner of the palace. All right, well, we're doing Gen 1 style. Basically, the Poke Flute is needed to wake it up. By the way, I always wondered why we don't get Poke Flutes more often, because it's a permanent sleep, or awakening, rather. So, it's currently at the Parfum Palace. We need to go get it. Let me guess, Route 6? Yeah, let's do it. All right. So since we're going to Route 6, I am ready to catch. Let's do this. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to be like a horde of Pokemon invading, like something awesome. All right, Route 6. Are we ready? Actually, let's kick it off with a... No, let's... Do I want to... Yeah, I want to kick it off with a battle. I also love the 3D element here, so why can I not enter the tall grass? This is like Gen 3 with the super tall grass. That's super dense grass, but I cannot enter it? All right, well, so much for that. Yo, you, what do you got? This Palace lane actually has two different lanes. One is easy stroll here. The other one is, well, I guess you'll find out. Well, I'm entered the lane, so I must go for it. So let me see if I can get in here and get some grass. Nope, I can't do that. All right, let's do some battles, and then we'll pretty much not skip any battles. I bet you thought this was some unassuming tourist, or I was just some unassuming tourist. I happen to be a seasoned battler. All right, let's do it. Oh, what the heck? Hiroko, you... I hate when people use Pikachu. That's a soft spot for me now, or a sore point. Very confused about that. Hold on. Can I... Like... What was that? Well, Audino is my encounter. That's a legal encounter right there. I don't know what just happened, but let's use Fairy Wind on the fairy. Double slap. Ow. Smacking me on the face. You are slapping Raven in the face. Ow. 3 times. All right, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit you with a Fairy Wind. We're going to get out of there. Oh, that was nothing. All right, well, whatever. Let's switch out Kenzie. I think you can go in, and then I'll go ahead and go for the catch. Maybe I'll just hit it with a single... Perfect. It's using Growl. I'll hit it with a headbutt. That way I can lower it very carefully. See, who needs false swipe for just regular catching, man? That was a little less... Okay. It's going to be a slow process, but Audino is already... Audino is my encounter, so since that's the first Pokemon I encountered on Route 6, it's Audino. Refresh, but it failed. Yeah, well, I don't know what your... Well, I mean, I don't even know. You have Double Slap and you have Growl, so... You had an Oranberry? I have an Oranberry. Look at that. All right, well, this is going to be a slow process. In fact, I feel like I kind of want to get you down to red at this point. Hey, there's the flinch, finally. All right, yeah, let's just take you down. A little bit more. All right, let's... Helping Hand. Yeah, see, maybe you replace Plusle. You kind of do Plusle's job, but better. No crits, no crits, no crits. All good. Perfect. All right, right there. Now, can I catch you in a Pokeball, I wonder? Let's do it. Does he get the catch in a Pokeball? Audino? 3. Good to go. Conservation of resources. All right, Audino is officially my encounter. Don't go to the underworld. I'll have to switch that. Lindart, it's too early for you to go to the underworld. Lindart is the name of that Audino because Lindart was a healer for me in Fire Emblem. So, you know, Lindart was very helpful and very quiet, and it seems appropriate. All right, let's go to Parfum Palace and go get that Poke Flute. Are we doing battles? No, we are not doing battles. All right. Hey, trainer. Yes, you there, young man. I'll share an Oranberry with you. Sweet. Well, you know what? These Oranberries are going to be useful for now anyways. Eventually I'll get citrus berries and I will abandon that altogether. But are old buildings more important than people who are alive now? Well, I mean, that building's going to be here when you're gone, buddy. Just saying. Take care of the longer lasting, you know what I mean? All right, well, let's take a look here. It's it's pretty cool, I will admit. I like no scenic photo stuff. I'm not doing that. But what do we got here? I'd like to live in that kind of place. Yeah, I wouldn't join the club, man. The rest of us paupers get to live in little... No, I'm just kidding. I wonder how much money it takes to build a place like that. Well, you see, it starts with not 0, put it that way. All right. The entrance fee will be 1,000 yen. That's nothing. You gotta be kidding me. It costs money to go inside? You see, the owner of the palace follows the school of thought that you can never have too much money. This is how the rich get richer. Here's your entrance fee. Well, I thought these are supposed to be like publicly owned. The proceeds from the entrance fee help pay for repairing and restoring the palace. Probably. No, that's not how that works. I am not naive enough to think that's how that works. But hey, at least I can think, like, if too many people aren't going in, it doesn't seem like too many people are, then at least I paid your salary. I'm sure you get paid pennies, like literally nothing. All right, well, in we go. Oh, let me check the palace. Oh, no, I guess I can't. I was going to say, let me check. I want to make sure. If I'm going to go in here, I better be getting some items. Technically, could you soft lock yourself by not having the cash to go in? Where is it? Where could it be? Yeah, of course you'd have in my Lodic. My Furfrou. By the way, I ran into a Furfrou I couldn't run away from earlier and had to fight the thing. It was tedious. I don't probably think I'll include that. We should help. Look, I mean, if my Pokemon is missing, I'd be worried sick. Yeah, I don't help rich jerks. All right, well, fine. I guess, you know what? The only reason to help rich people is the premise that they might give you money. I am traveling minstrel, wandering the world. Please listen to my song and my words. From the Kalos region, the Kalos region, now upheld as fair, from ancient days, as an ugly past doth bear. The woes of war did knock on every door, till man nor Pokemon could take it no more. 3,000 years ago upon this shore. I guess I gotta give you a little tip. How much would you like to tip? There's a hundo. I wonder what I get if I actually tipped big. If I'm a big tipper, what happens? I got a cat. It pleases me to know that you were pleased by my song, sir. Alright, what's so special about this place? It's not just the beauty of the architecture itself. It's about how the paintings and sculptures work in harmony with surroundings. Well, I guess, oh, this is a big place. Alright, sweet. Well, I get to explore. Let's check this out. Are there, like, battles, like, on the ships? This room used to serve as the waiting room for Pokemon before they were brought out for a battle. Interesting. I like that idea. You mean Pokemon just waited here calmly? The glorious past and the brilliant future. The past and the future, eh? That'd be a good premise for a Pokemon game, just saying. Oh, in we go. Bisharps everywhere. Alright, the maid says, this room was once completely adorned with all manner of gold and silver works, jewels and metals. And the bum says, whoa! Oh, wait a minute, hold on, there's a giant mirror. Of course I have to go look in it. How could I just pass up that mirror? And I can't do anything with it. I was vastly disappointed by that. I'll pet my cat instead to make up for it. Yeah, let's go this way. I feel like I'm in a dream. Alright, so maybe they had more going for them than I thought. Palace, sorry, Environs, whatever the hell that is. The glorious past. Alright, so mass produce of the same painting, huh? I wonder what the king of the Kalos region thought about Pokemon. Weapons. War, destruction, conquering, that kind of stuff. What do you think the kings think of? I think it would be so much better if he had a lively dinner with everyone instead of a full-course meal alone. The owner of this eats every meal as a feast. If you've never known anything else, a meal like that seems completely normal. Petting my cat. Hi, buddy. He's a good cat. The brilliant future, once again. Guess I need to take a break here and pet my cat. Aw, he's so adorable. He just wants all the cuddles in the world. So while I walk through here, I will accommodate. Wow, get a look at these chairs. They're absolutely chairific. Get it? They're simply perfect in every way. What a brilliant design. What room should I look at next? Alright, everybody's, according to the guidebook, why do you all look exactly the same? Where can I get souvenirs? Something like a lava cookie. Oh, you people. Can you appreciate nothing? You have to have stupid little trinkets and souvenirs for this. Look at this guy. Look at this crazy guy. There's a portrait of someone on the wall. Perhaps it's the king who built this place. You can't appreciate anything glorious. All you can think about are your stupid souvenirs and your selfies. Roasting society. It's said that the king of ancient times would use Pokemon as sentries. I'd bet they used Pokemon with the insomnia ability since they were never able to sleep. How dare you, kings. The mirrors in the hallway reflect the scene in such a beautiful way that it looks like there are 2 balconies. Whoa. Dude, I'm on a 3DS right now. Like, that's pretty sick. No way. Oh, this... Okay, so it does look like there are 2 balconies. So this was... I'm trying to see what Pokemon we got there. That's... I see Dratini over there. That is Reshiram and Zekrom. Dude, Reshiram and Zekrom are literally... That is insane. Those... I thought, like... At first, I was like, nah, they wouldn't have Gen 5's legendaries. They do. That's Reshiram facing Zekrom. And then there's, like, old pixel styles of... I see Solrock on one side, and I see maps on the other side. So that's a map of... Or no, that's not a map. That's a Chandelure. And I thought the map was in the corner there. I just can't see what it is. And then this one, I can't see what that is either, honestly. Oh, man, that's pretty freaking sweet. I'm on just a 3DS doing that. Dude, this is sick. And then here's the mirrors. That's cool. Actually, I got to check the mirrors out. I want to see. Dratini, okay. Just making sure it's not like if you look in the mirror, you can see something you can't normally see. Just in case. View from the balcony is stunning. That was pretty sick. I wonder if there are Pokemon out there. Oh, that'd be sick, getting an encounter out there by Reshiram and Zekrom. Long ago, the king and his Pokemon would enjoy their meals at this table. And now he's dead. Next. I heard the Forbidden Tomb once existed that contained a secret to bringing Pokemon back to life. No, that's it's a mouse, and it's a few regions away. Don't worry. You got like 2 generations. Actually, 3 generations. No, 2. Sorry. 3 generations. I'm an idiot. 3 generations from now, you'll have that. It's probably just a rumor, though. Nah, yeah, you got a couple of generations. You just wait a little longer, and that technology will exist. It's a simple move, and it's a dumb Pokemon that I hate. Slow down, Meryl. I'm too tired to play. Didn't find that Furfrou yet, though. So onwards we go. What do you guys think about this? I wonder if Pokemon slept in this bed. Only if they were Furfrou. If you ask me, a good bed is a bed in which you can get a good night's sleep. I don't care how antique or elegant this bed might be. I'd probably be so uneasy in it that I wouldn't sleep a wink. Alright, yeah, I did all the rooms, and I did not find Furfrou yet, so onwards we go. What do you got, bro? You need a pretty amazing king to build a place like this. Maybe, I don't know. You think the king really built this? Dude. I heard of a king from long ago whose garden was inspired by pride and joy. He'd gather the castle folk and hold garden parties. Yeah, he had nothing to do with this. Alright, onwards we go. The person who made this must be very admirable. This elegant building is such an elegant, classy atmosphere. This palace was built after Kalos won a war with neighboring regions. I'll bet a lot of people and Pokemon lost their lives. Yeah, you're the only one talking some sense over here. Didn't find Furfrou, by the way. The owner of this palace only inherited it, you know. It's not as though he earned it. Uh-oh, maid's talking big words there. Just because the parents were great, it surely does not mean their child will also be great. In fact, the opposite is true. Yeah, preach, dude. In the world of social media... I'll leave that point lingering. You all know it. Alright, let's see. Don't try to get asleep in the... Wait, you're trying to use mean look on me? Do I have resting mean face? How dare you? It's a wonderful bed. It lulls you into sleep. What? Okay. Hey, look at that. I don't know what I thought was going to happen, but I'm healed. So I don't even think I was really hurt, honestly, but I healed. Good for me. Furfrou, where are you at? Oh, you're probably in there. All right. Well, it was fun to look at. Past this door is the pride and joy of the palace. The too vast courtyard. You can see the whole garden from the balcony on the 2nd floor. Let's find Furfrou. Dude, look at this. Golurk. Oh, this is... Okay, I was going to say, I never saw that, but I did. Alright, Shauna. I'll have a look in back. Alright, so here we are. Just like, this is like it's a statue of Reshiram, the Pokemon that helps those who seek to build a world of truth. Oh, man, dude. I'm going into black and white after this. Just saying. Well, actually, no. I'm going to the ZA first. This is like a souped-up version of the Trophy Garden. And wait a minute. You're looking like you want to battle. I heard an ancient king made rules about how to view this garden. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Look at this, man. I like that they're forcing the top view so you can appreciate that these are Pokemon. All right. Well, hold on. Antidote. Not bad, not bad. I got Pecha Berries, so, you know. But whatever. Not bad. I mean, I think this game still obeys the old rules. The old rules were that if you got poisoned, you would be basically poisoned until you fainted. I've always wanted to be a princess. Sorry about that. Dreams burst early. Actually, was it? No, I think you just get poisoned down to 1 HP in this game. You can't faint from it. It's a statue of a Pokeball added in a later era. Well, technically that's a lore break, or it's not a lore break. It's just they could have put a Pokeball in there because now we know that Ancients had Pokeballs. So the Pokemon statue near the entrance is Reshiram. This is Zekrom. They're both from Unova. Ah, man, that's a sick Zekrom. All right, well, onwards. Let's find that little Furfrou, huh? And look who I found. It's Furfrou. All right, let's go catch it. Please don't run away. Give me a hand. Do you want me to pincer it? Yeah, we're gonna, let's see. Let's, path over there leads to a dead end. Let's split up and chase Furfrou around and corner it. I'll keep it from getting away. All right, over there. Over there. Let me know, where you should stand. If the two of us work together, we can solve this puzzle. Got him in the corner. Foo, well done. We finally caught it. You're amazing. We caught it because you understood how Pokemon feel. No, not really. I just did a simple puzzle. But I wish that was like the intro to a better puzzle, you know? Like maybe we were going to have more complicated puzzles later. Maybe we are. Maybe I'm wrong. Marvelous indeed. It's marvelous. Simply marvelous. A situation like this demands fireworks. We shall put on a show. Boom, boom. My Pokemon and I are reunited. Our bond has been proven. Dude, you suck. We'll commemorate this joyous occasion with tremendous fireworks display. And it will serve as a reward for the tiny bit of trouble you went to. Oh, rendezvous at the balcony. Alright, let's go. Maybe Furfrou would have been better if we hadn't found it. Yeah, you think? If I were a Pokemon, I'd hate to have a trainer like that. But I do love fireworks. Oh, boy. You know, I don't think I remember this in the anime at all. Did this part actually exist in the anime? I don't feel like it did. Alright, we got some nice music. It feels like credits rolling music. You know, I've never watched fireworks alone with a boy before. Shauna, were you... I thought Serena was supposed to be like... Well, I guess, Serena, you're for Ash. Like, canon-wise on the story, we're doing Shauna and the protag. Wonder what the protag's name is in this game. I would assume X, but, you know, you never know. We haven't even seen them yet, but, you know, I know I'll never forget these fireworks, because I watched them with you. There we go. Look at that rich guy just having his staff blow up fireworks just because we caught his dog. Makes you wonder those resources could go to maybe more... Those were nice, right? Makes you wonder if maybe those resources could go to more pious reason. Wow, that was amazing. I never ever want to forget this. I'll keep this memory in an album in my heart. And that was my Wonderfru fireworks show for my Furfrou. I assume you're satisfied with that. Oh, I almost forgot. The Poke Flute. That's right, we need a flute to wake up Snorlax. I guess I'll catch a Route 7 encounter and call that Psy. The Poke Flute, huh? Go get it. It was Shabboneau Castle's treasure, but I took it as a payment for a loan. A rich guy like me and a common person like that just don't go together. Can I push this guy off the balcony? Well, no, he hasn't done anything worthy of that yet. Oh, he'll survive, though. I mean, there's water down there, too. So can I push him off the balcony? Here is the Poke Flute. All right. Let's go blow that flute and wake up Snorlax. Always return what you borrow. That's very important. I want to make lots more memories on this journey, but I think I'll try and forget about him. You can't imagine how stressful running this palace for him is. That may be so, but... Oh, that's right. Mr. Butler, do you know anything about Mega Evolution? I remember reading a book on the subject in the Palace Library. I don't need to worry about that. I already know how that works. And in Let's Go... Ooh, Protect. Now we're talking. In Let's Go, you don't even need the Mega Stone on the Pokemon. You just have it in your pocket. You're good to go. Protect blocks Pokemon's moves. Yes. All right. The owner of Shabboneau Castle used to be friends with that guy. Can you believe it? Isn't that crazy? We have to be sure we give that back after we wake up Snorlax. Do I have to? I really don't want to. I really just want to steal it. All right, I think this is a good spot to call it here. I'm going to do the Snorlax, and then we'll head out. You know what, actually? Yeah, we're good. All right, so I figure I can end the recording here on the Snorlax. We'll go ahead and wake it up. There's Shauna again. Oh, it's you two. Did you actually manage to borrow the Poke Flute? Yeah, I borrowed it, and I'm going to continue to borrow it all game long, actually. Well, you're the only one who can play it, right? Snorlax can be grumpy when it wakes up. It might attack. I'll play the flute right now, but are you ready to stop it? You know what? I'm good to go. This is going to be an encounter. Since this is my Route 6 encounter, I say let's be careful with this thing. Unless he's super OP. I mean, we'll be careful. We'll be careful. I wanted Hito for Curie at the front, so here we go. I'm ready, man. I figure I'm trying to make sure that these episodes move quickly. You know, I don't want anything to be too monotonous. 15, huh? Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Let's go for a water pulse. I don't actually want to. I don't want to confuse him. Well, you know what? Yeah, I got an idea. Let's do this. Let the confusion go. Here's his tackle. All right. Ooh, that's way worse than it was supposed to be. You're always one crit away from disaster. So let's do this. I'm gonna heal up. Let's go Super Potion here. I have one healing item as it is a wild encounter. So I have one healing. This is the only healing item I've got. I'm going to try to go for the catch here. Maybe he hits himself. He might have rest, and I got to be careful about that. Oh my god. He hits, man. It's a Snorlax. He hits. Let's go for Growl. All right, down we go. Maybe hit yourself in confusion. I did get... Yeah, there we go. I got that confusion off on you, so... Let's go for this. I don't know if he's got rest or not. He's only level 15. He might not have rest yet. He snapped out of his confusion and hit me with a lick. So he's got tackle and lick. Yeah, there it goes. Well, I'm stuck with that paralysis. All right, hit him with Growl. Amnesia. Okay, so he's not wanting to take any more hits from me. He's done with that crap. All right, get his attack as far down as we can get it. Defensive Curl. Okay, so he's only got Tackle, Lick, Defensive Curl, and Amnesia. That's pretty funny. My cat is here to support me through this. All right, I'm going to get this catch, man. This Snorlax is coming with me. I know exactly what I'm going to do on this. Ooh, that hurt. All right. Unfortunately, Frogadier, you're done. Hito Frokiri, you're good, and I think Lord Sizzle comes out, and I know exactly what I'm going to do with this. My cat is messing with The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which I left the box sitting here in front of the Switch because I'm using... Oh, what is he doing? My cat is messing around while I am trying to do this. All right, hit him with the Dragon Rage. Nice. Ooh, nice. Okay, you know what? This is going to be perfect. So, Citrus Berry, huh? All right, all right. I think I have an idea here. Hit him with the smoke screen. Yeah, you know what? We're going to get this. We're going to be very delicate about this. There's the tackle that... he went for the tackle that missed. I'm going to use this instead of... Because a Citrus Berry should be 30. Citrus would be 30. I think he... Yeah, he would have been fine with another Dragon Rage, but I'm going to be careful about this. I'm going to hit him with another Scratch. All right, let's see. Lick. Doesn't do much. Even if it gets that Paralyze right now, I'm good. All right, we're good. We're good. Here goes a Scratch. We're just going to take him into the red very carefully. I could have Dragon Raged, but I didn't want to risk that. I can't tell how much HP he's got, obviously, so I didn't want to risk that that Dragon Rage. It took him from 30. He had 30 extra, so if he was at 10, he'd die, and I don't want that. All right, Defensive Curl. Let's get him into the red. Here we go. We got this, man. This is perfect. All right, he's in the red. Let's do this. Not going to scratch again because if I get the crit and he goes down, that would be very unfortunate. All right, Pokeballs. Great balls of fire. Let's go. Snorlax, you're coming onto the team, man. This is going to be it. Here we go. Ooh, I wish I could put him to sleep or something like that. I have Lick, but he's a normal type, so that ain't going to work. I can't paralyze him, so great ball. Here we go. All right, come on. Stay in there. Ooh, he is nasty. He does not want to get caught. You know what? I don't have that many great balls. I probably should have stocked up. Let's go. Let's hit him a little bit more and get him just a little closer. He's got the defensive curl. What are the odds I'm going to get a freaking crit? And, well, I know what the odds are, but they're not going to happen. I'm going to be just fine. Let's go for it. Scratch. I crit. I crit. I crit and took the Snorlax out. You know? You know? You know. Snorlax fled towards the mountain. I wonder where Snorlax went. Think he'll come sleep here again? You know, I can just shake my head all day, man. The only thing I can do with that Poke Flute is put it on display. But you've been playing it since you were little, and the tone is lovely. It seems like my Furfrou also likes the sound of that flute. Not as much as it likes my beautiful Wonderfrou fireworks, of course. Yeah, I guess so. Still, your playing sounded better back in the day. I'll let you take care of that flute so you can practice more. Oh, I'm not going to crit. Oh, the odds are low. You know, was that supposed to be an attempt to patch things up? Well, whatever. All's well that ends well. I wonder what lies past Snorlax. Oh, no, I was not on Route 6. I was on Route 7. So, yeah, that was Route 7. So, here's the daycare center. Sweet. What a good place to start this. Oh, apparently I'm gonna see them one more time. Hey, Marquis. Trev said you wanted to check out the Pokemon Day Center, or the daycare center. All right, well, I'm going to finish this up, and I hope that I'm making these not monotonous. I'm hoping that I would like this whole playthrough to be like 15 episodes, maybe 16, you know? All right, I am going to call it here. What a start to the Route 7 route, right? Dang it, dude, that's Snorlax. Oh, my God. Oh, it's not going to crit. It'll be fine. Oh, my God. Alrighty, guys. Seriously, if you're watching this series, I'm not going to get a whole lot of traffic seeing this series. I appreciate you guys wanting to share this with me, and I'm glad that I get to share my experience with you guys. So, all right, guys, what do you think, by the way? Is there any improvement you think should be had in terms of, like, I have now turned this into a survival challenge as well, where I will not be running back. I will only be using the items I've got. You think that's a good improvement? And then furthermore, on top of that, do you think that second screen, I don't think it should be on the overlay. I think I'm good. I asked it in the first episode. The second episode probably went up before I got an answer. So anyways, guys, humble and proud, I'm Nina Marquis, and thank you for watching. And you know what, guys? Anything you want to see? If you want a Pokemon named after you, let me know. I know a couple of names I'm holding out for already, but Magical Raven's already on the team, so she's representing. Take care, guys.